Hello and a very good evening to all of you. How are you all? So I can see two people have already joined in. That is Modan Singh from BSc Agriculture Honors and Gagandeep. How are you? Hi ma'am, how are you? I'm good, Gagandeep. Thank you so much. Sarika Parekh, good evening ma'am. She's writing. Hello Sarika, thank you for joining the session. Uh, Hi to all of you. Just let us wait for a few minutes more. Anita is here. Hi, Anita. And we will start with our today's session. So, well, today we will be doing something which is very, very important to us and a kind of a communication we do every now and then, especially now with the pandemic setting in. We are so very dependent on this kind of communication, that is telephonic communication. So today we will be talking about telephonic communication skills and how to take care of telephonic uh, communication and etiquette. So we have Elisa joining in and Sunny Godara. Hello, Sunny. Uh, Sunny, are you doing Masters of Library Science? Is that what you wanted to write? I think so. Welcome to the session. Welcome to the session. Sorry, I wasn't live yesterday for some personal reasons, so I thought I better come today. Okay, so before I start with my session today, let me tell you this is Parmita Dhar live streaming from Kolkata on the Facebook live page of SKT University, Hanumangarh, Rajasthan. This is a session where we discuss about various areas and snippets of communication. We try to learn English language for the purpose of communication. We try to take care of a little bit about personality development, etiquette, and all. And today, again, I am here, and this live session happens every day from 5 to 6. This live session happens every day from 5 to 6 on the Facebook live page of SKT University. I think I'm also put live on YouTube channel of the university. You can go through the university website and get all the details about all the different types of courses it is offering, along with the diploma and certificate courses. And you can get an idea, a virtual tour. You can take a virtual tour of the university and get an idea about what is this university all about. Well, I can see Himanshi also joined in, and Simu and Gagandeep. Dono, both of them are here. So I'm so happy to see you, Simu and Gagandeep. Himanshi, thank you for joining in. And today we are going to start with something called telephonic skills. Now, before I start with telephonic skills, how many hours in a day do you spend in your telephone talking to people? So when we say telephone nowadays, hi ma'am, how are you? Oh, I'm great. Thank you so much, Simu and Gagandeep. I had an issue yesterday, so I couldn't attend the session. I'm sorry for that. My apologies. I informed the concerned person, and today I'm here, and I'll be here for the next of the week. Don't worry about that. Mansi Chabra is there. Hi, Mansi. So, how many hours in a day do you people spend talking over the telephone? So, when I say telephone, it could be any kind of telephoning. It could be the landline phone, the traditional one. Most welcome, Himanshi is writing. I'm very glad to get a chance to join with you, ma'am. Oh, I am also so happy to see you, Himanshi. To see you, Himanshi. It's very important that we actually come together in a cohesive manner and learn from each other. I hope you will enjoy the session, and I hope there will be some takeaways from the session. You will learn something. So, when I say about telephone, it means the landline, that is the traditional phone. It means the mobile phone, it means the WhatsApp call, it means the Google Duo call, anything where we use a telephone set, whether mobile or the static one, and we use. I think we use more than 3 to 4 hours a day over the telephone, isn't it? If I am, I might be, very conservative in saying in quoting the hours, but I think you spend even more than that. Now, think of an equipment, think of a device which helps us so much to get in touch with people, to remain in touch with people. How important it would be to have a proper telephonic skill, to have a proper telephonic etiquette. I can see Advocate Gaurav Prajapati has also joined it. Hello, sir. Good to see you in today's session as well. So, in this entire process, the telephonic communication is very important. Now, who are the people in a telephonic conversation? The caller and the receiver. But but uh, nowadays the number can be increased. We have calls, right? Conference calls, isn't it? We have conference calls, and in a conference call we can actually add more than two people, the caller, receiver, and so many other receivers, so that without going to the office we can do a conference sitting in the comfort of our homes and do a telephonic conversation. So in this device, now it is a device oriented communication, right? Here, I'm not seeing the person face to face. I'm not seeing the person face to face. So what is happening? Everything is dependent on my voice, on my para language. I myself is not visible, right? If it is a video call, that's a different thing. But if it is not a video call, if it is only an audio call, then Deepman, good evening, my dear boy. If it is only an audio call, then it is not visible. Then it is not visible. I mean, we do not see who's calling. So what do we depend upon? We depend upon the paralanguage part. And what do we mean by paralanguage part? Paralanguage part means voice, tone, delivery, pronunciation, etc. Yes, it is our virtual conversation. Absolutely, Himanshi. So here, when one side, that is the visual side, is absent, we have to be absolutely careful. And mind it, in oral communication, there's a lot of opportunity, a lot of areas where we can be misunderstood, right? So let me share my presentation today and we will discuss how to go about this topic. Okay, Deepman is actually Muskan. Acha, hello Muskan. Good evening, ma'am. Parav Kaur. Paravdeep Kaur. Hello Paravdeep. कैसे हो? So, so in this slide we will discuss about telephone skills, and see a tagline I have given, that talk well is equal to impress well. It is very, very important for us. While we were doing oral communication, I told you how important is talking. So we should take care about how we talk and how we sound. It's not about how we talk, but it is about how we sound when we are talking. It's about how we sound when we are talking, right? Right? So in this case, what we got to do, we will learn how to take care of that. I believe we all know about it, but then it is my responsibility to remind you, so that you do not make any mistake whenever it becomes important for you. Now let us start. First of all, we got to understand. First of all, we got to understand that our voice is. Oh my God, what is this happening? Yeah. Remember, we got to remember. What do we get to remember? We get to remember that our voice is our personality over the telephone. People cannot see what I am wearing. Now, when it is a video call, you can see. I can see you if you are on camera, and you can see me when I am on camera, like what am I wearing and whether my hairs are properly done or not. But when it is a telephonic call, and when what we mean generally by telephonic call is that it is an audio call. So your voice is your personality over the telephone. Communicating effectively on the telephone is a unique skill. Communicating effectively in the telephone is a unique skill. Here you see there is a revision of the lesson we did, like article and preposition, where a is used in front of you, right? Where a is used and where an is used. I believe you remember. I'm not getting into that today, but I believe you remember. Right now, inflection. 86% of the message is from the tone of your voice, 14% is grasped by the actual words. Okay, so 86% of the message is from your tone of voice. It is not only in telephonic conversation, my dear boys and girls, it is basically in all types of oral communication. Our body language and our paralanguage actually plays a very, very important role. Actually plays a very important role, right? So that is what we got to keep in mind. That is what which is very important. So how I speak is more important than what I say. So I say it's a lovely day today. So it's just a simple statement that I'm making. I say it's a lovely day today. Then I say, oh my God, it's a lovely day today. My energy, my enthusiasm, my emotions are more expressed here. I say, oh my God, it's a lovely day today. And somehow it means that I'm totally denying the fact that it could be a lovely day today, right? So this is very, very important. 86% of the message is from your tone of voice, 14% is grasped by the actual words. Right. I give an example. Just now it happened with me. 1 or 2 hours back, there's a university in this part of the country, which is one of the most renowned universities of the country. And there, I actually I actually came across a person whose results came out today, scoring very high. The student called me, so I congratulated, and it's indeed a very happy moment for the student because they have worked hard and all. But the thing is, what happened? It happened that the the parents are absolutely disoriented. They did not like what the students have got, and they were like very bored and very not bored, I would say, very sad that he or she should have scored even more. The news is saying X scored Y percentage of marks in an examination. From the first person, when I got the call, who's the candidate himself, I realized that it is a very good percentage, which indeed is. And and then and then the second call which I received from the parents of the student, with the same percentage. The percentage remains unchanged. They say that okay, this is what he or she has managed to get, and like the message, the voice, the tone of the voice was very, very different. So that is what I wanted to tell you. Oh, it's raining. That means what? I'm very happy it is raining. Oh, it's raining. That means I'm sad about the fact that it is raining. I'm sad about the fact that it is raining. Okay, so 86% of the message is from the tone of your voice, 14% is grasped by the actual words. Am I clear? Evaluate your telephone voice. How are you going to do it? Nowadays, you see there is a very interesting feature in the telephone sets, because we hardly use any static set, any old set. So what we use is a mobile set, and there's a very interesting feature. And what is that feature? The feature is called recording. So when somebody is calling you, or when you are making a call to someone, try to judge your voice. Do you sound friendly or you sound distant? Do you sound confident or you sound timid? Do you sound spontaneous or you sound mechanical? Do you sound relaxed or you sound nervous? Now, this is not the ultimate truth. This is not the ultimate truth. Why? Because depending upon the situation, depending upon the information that we are disseminating, right, we speak. Our voice actually deviates, our voice actually changes. Right. So, to some person we are friendly, to some person, with some other person we maintain a distant distance, right? In some cases we are very confident. If it is a sad news, if it is a news of tension, medical problem, hospitality, we are timid. While calling someone, we feel like spontaneously calling that person, spontaneously adding to our conversation. But there are some where our parents actually force us to make calls. We become kind of mechanical, right? We become kind of mechanical. Okay, so all these things, all these things are very important while we speak about telephonic conversation, right? The next thing, the next thing is evaluate your telephone voice, which we were doing in the previous one. Is that always smile while you speak. Smile while you speak. Why so? Why so? Can people see if I'm smiling or not? Can people see if I'm smiling or not? Not actually. Not actually. But I'll just stop sharing this here once. Not actually. Why? Because people do not see us. But what they can do, they can listen to our voice and understand whether we are smiling or not. Whether we are smiling or not, whether we have a grumpy face or not. So the paralanguage is expressed through our voice. The paralanguage is expressed through our voice, right? So that is why it is very important for us to understand. It is very, very important for us to understand that smiling is very important, right? Now I'll just switch off my camera. Kavita is saying that, how are you, ma'am? I'm good, Kavita, thank you so much. Sorry for being late. It's fine. No, not an issue. Now you see one thing. Let me give you a live example. I'm switching off the camera, right? And I would be speaking to you as if I'm speaking to you over the telephone call. You will listen to my voice. I will do three such conversations with you now. You will listen to my voice and you will tell me, how do I sound? What impression of mine do you get when you listen to me? You listen to my voice only, not without seeing me. You are not being able to see me. Hello Sadhvir, hello Rajendra. Namaste. Now, Kavita and Dolly and others, Anita, Simu, Gagandeep, Sare log, please do carefully listen. I am stopping the camera so that you can only listen to my voice. You cannot see me, right? You cannot see my facial expression, my gestures and postures, right? So here we go. हेलो, क्या मेरी बात कविता जी से हो सकती है? नमस्ते कविता जी, मैं स्टेट बैंक से बात कर रही हूँ। क्या आपने एक चेकबुक के लिए ऑर्डर किया था? आपका चेकबुक आ गया है। दिस इज नंबर 1. हेलो, am I speaking to Mr. Praveen Kumar Suthar? Uh, Good evening, Mr. Suthar. This is XYZ from XYZ Company. Actually, Mr. Suthar, I just wanted to inform you that the order that you gave us is being prepared, and we would like to know that by what time you would want us to deliver that to your residence address. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time. Have a good day. हेलो पूनम, क्या तुम अभी मेरे पास 1 मिनट के लिए आ सकती हो? नहीं नहीं, तुम आ जाओ पहले, उसके बाद मैं बताऊंगी। ठीक है, मैंने 3 तरीके से 3 कॉल्स करने की कोशिश की है, राइट? ओके, सो यू टेल मी, वेदवंती हेलो, हिमांशी, हाँ हिमांशी क्या लिख रही है? फर्स्ट वॉज मैकेनिकल. यस, द फर्स्ट वन वॉज मैकेनिकल. Why did I do it in a mechanical way? First one impolite also. Okay. Anyone else with any feedback of the first call? Okay, first one mechanical, second was smooth and soft, and the third was tensed. Absolutely. How did you come to know about it? क्या मैंने कहा कि मैं बहुत टेंशन में हूँ? पूरा जो सेंटेंस मैंने कहा, शायद मैंने एक ही सेंटेंस कहा होगा, लेकिन मैंने कहीं पे भी वहां पे मैं टेंशन में हूँ इस चीज को, या आई मीन टेंशन, आई हैव नॉट यूज द वर्ड. So how do you come to know? You did not see me also. So how did you know? By tone, yes. By voice, by tone, by my way of throwing. Right? By my way of throwing. So in 3 cases, in these 3 instances, in these 3 examples that I gave you, yes, excited, of course. Excitement is not always a positive excitement. Third one is tension. Absolutely, Simu and Gagandeep. Excitement is not always happy. Excitement is also any emotional condition which is below or above the average creates some kind of excitement. So when we are over tense, then we become excited. So you can say that yes, I was excited, I was not being able to speak properly, I was fumbling. But more than that, as the other people have already said, more than that, it was tension. It was more of tension. Not that was good enough, not good enough for excitement. Absolutely. Absolutely. So what would be an excitement call? Hello, Himanshi. Can you please come to my house quickly? I really have to share something with you. Please, while coming, inform Kavita and bring her also. Excitement, isn't it? Himanshi, Kavita, do you agree? Yeah, Singu and Gagandeep is saying yes. Yes. So we have to keep this in mind. And what happens, why these emotions? Why I am talking about these things? It is because it is not only my excitement, it is not only my impoliteness, it is not only my professionalism. I am also mm, giving this vibe to other people. सो अगर मैं बहुत टेंशन में आके आपको फोन करूं, डॉली को या अनीता को या हिमांशी को, किसी को भी, तो वो टेंशन आप तक मैं पहुंचा रही, I'm spreading that tension. When I call with a very calm voice, like, say, for example, hello, Sadhvir, are you free today? I just wanted you to come to my house once. I really need to speak to you. This means what? I am confident. I need someone to speak to. I need someone to speak to. But I'm confident about what I'm going to say. The same thing, इसको अगर हम मैं थोड़ा चेंज कर दूं, हेलो सदवीर, तुम अगर फ्री हो तो जल्दी से मेरे घर आ जाना, मुझे बात करना है. Yes, it is transferable. It is. It radiates from one person to the other person. Right? That is very important. Okay? Am I clear to all of you? Another thing while we are speaking over telephone is that we have to be very careful about the clarity of our pronunciations, of our words, of our sentences. Why? Because when we talk face to face, what we do, we understand a lot of things without listening to the person, just by looking at him or her. So we can do a lip reading. क्या बोल रही हूं मैं? सुनाई दे रहा है कुछ? Whatever I'm saying. Huh? What am I trying to say? Look at me, understand my facial movements. सुनाई नहीं दे रहा है? समझ में आया मैं क्या बोलना चाह रही हूँ? समझ में आया मैं क्या बोलना? Yes, kind of. I was just trying to say so. Vedvanti, very intelligent. No, she did not know what I was trying to say. She guessed. And we actually do that. Right? We actually do that when we are in a face-to-face situation conversing. Lekin in telephonic conversation, this is not possible. Isn't it? So we have to be extra clear with our communication, with our throwing of words. I do not know. I try to be very, very categorical with each of the words that I pronounce. मैं जो भी शब्द बोलती हूँ, मैं कोशिश करती हूँ कि उसको बहुत कैटेगरिकली बोलूँ, ताकि मेरे जो स्टूडेंट्स हैं उनको समझ में आए. क्या आप लोगों को समझ में आता है मेरा प्रोनाउंसिएशन? चलो जल्दी से बोलो। यस मैम। चलो ठीक है, थैंक यू गगनदीपन सिंह। राइट, सो ये बात बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, दिस इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग दैट व्हेन आई स्पीक over the telephone, especially, I have to be extra cautious regarding what I am saying. I have to be extra cautious about my delivery because the other person might be not in a position where he or she will give all the attention to my telephone call. शायद वो खाना खा रहे हो, शायद वो कुछ काम कर रहे हो, शायद वो कुछ और कर रहे हो. So he or she will not be able to do it. Am I clear? Am I clear to all of you? Can you please tell me? Yeah, thank you, Himanshi. Another thing that we need to keep in mind while we speak over the telephone is that we need to be a bit slow in our speed, in the pace of our communication. Pace मतलब speed. मैं अगर बहुत जल्दी जल्दी बात करूं, राइट, तब क्या होता है, तब क्या होता है, तब हम लोगों को पता नहीं चलता. At times we actually miss, what the person is saying, right? So that becomes a problem. So we have to be a bit slow मतलब इतना नहीं कि पॉज में लोगों को लगे कि अच्छा हो गया, इसका फोन अभी रख देते हैं, इतना भी स्लो नहीं. बट only intention is that we have to understand what the other person is saying, and we have to make the other person understand what I am trying to say, isn't it? That is the only thing, right? The next thing is be well prepared. If necessary, have a pre-arranged script. Don't waffle. Now, now, let me tell you. Do we all prepare? Do we all prepare for telephonic conversation? क्या आप प्रिपेयर करके टेलीफोन करते हैं किसी को, होमवर्क करके कि नहीं चलो अभी फोन करना है? Generally, when it is a personal call, we do not do it. Generally, when it is a personal call, we do not do it. When do we do so? When do we do so? We do so when it is a professional call. When I know that I will be, yes, absolutely, Himanshi, Dolly, Kavita, Monu, सारे लोग एकदम, Simmu and Gagandeep, we don't do it. But when we know that it is going to be a professional call, say for example, a telephonic interview, that we have to take, right? Or maybe a kind of a yes, when it is an official call, or when I have to speak to somebody जिनके साथ मेरा कुछ प्रोफेशनल काम हो. Not always interview is professional. Maybe I'm seeking an appointment with a doctor. I call up the doctor, right? And I speak to him. So I have to, while calling school teacher, yes, you need to call your teacher for a virtual class problem or whatever, right? So what do you do there? What do you do there? You actually find out which way you should greet the teacher, When an employee calls a boss, absolutely, absolutely. When an employee calls the boss, right? And what are the other situations? What are the other situations? Can you please tell me? Any official, any official thing, right? We need to prepare. So, what will we prepare? What will we prepare? That is the question then. We will prepare how, what are we going to say? We will prepare कि मैं शुरू कैसे करूं? You know, once begun, there is a phrase called once begun is half done. So, how am I going to open the conversation? How am I going to open the conversation? There are certain key words. I'll come to it during this session only. Right? Listen carefully to what the other person is saying without interrupting. बीच में बात करने की अगर आदत हो तो उसको होल्ड करके रखो and let the other person finish, and then we will go to the we will take notes, keep a note, छोटे छोटे points करके रखो, कैसे भी रखो. Once one person stops talking, then only we should start, right? Location, make sure you are somewhere quiet and where you will not be interrupted. When it is a mobile call, make sure the connection is proper over there, right? While talking, don't eat, don't smoke. People can understand that you are busy in doing something else, and at the same time, it is a disappropriate behavior. It is a disappropriate behavior. Now that you have thought about how you present yourself over the telephone, see how you can apply your new skills to job searching, right? So we are not searching jobs, we are just learning how to communicate. So we will not do that, right? How and what we are going to speak, absolutely. On other situations we talk over call comfortably because we have been habituated. Absolutely, we actually do not think of before making a call because somehow we think that we know it pretty well. हमें लगता है कि ये काम हमें बहुत अच्छे से आता है. Yes or no? We think that we can do it pretty well. Right? So this is very important. This is not only important, it is very, very important. Okay. Right. The other thing is the other thing is that to make an effective professional call, there are certain things which are a bit more than the basics. A bit more than the basics. When you talk to your friend, you talk to your parents, you talk to your relatives over the telephone, it's basic, है ना? तो जब अगर एक प्रोफेशनल कॉल आएगा, then I will not sit like this. ऐसे करके मैं नहीं बैठ सकती. I should sit like this. That is why I'm sitting like this in the entire 1 hour session now. Why? Because if I lie down like this, अगर मैं ऐसे, try to rest upon some cushion and all, I will feel lethargic, and that would be uh, expressed through my voice. Okay, so we need to take care of say 13 things while we talk over telephone for professional reasons. Number one, we have already discussed, is positive tone. So somebody is calling you at the end of the day when you are absolutely tired. When you are absolutely tired, then also you should have a positivity in your voice. Make sure you do not make a professional call. Yes, we have to stay alert. Absolutely. Make sure we do not make a professional call unless it is important. I don't call my boss just to say hi and hello and impress him or her. No, I don't do it. I will only call up beyond office hours if it is very important. And if I receive such a call, I have to be extremely assertive, positive. Oh, yes, tell me. But as a caller, what do you have to do if you're calling in a wrong time, say after 6:30 in the evening, when it is generally a family time or a personal time? You seek to take a permission. Everybody gives the permission. But why do you seek that? Because it is a courtesy. So I'm sorry to bother you at this hour of the day. Can I just take 2 minutes? I really need to talk to you. It's urgent. किसी ने लिखा था opening lines, first line, introduction में. Yes, introduction. We need to give our introduction thoroughly when it is the first time we are calling. When it is first time we are calling, right? But when the person knows me, we have been working, the teacher, maybe you're speaking to your teacher, the teacher knows you. But in case of a teacher, you need to give your introduction because the teacher might not save every student's phone number in his or her list. So you can say that, ma'am, I am Himanshi from class 10D. My roll number is 12. Ma'am, can I just take 2 minutes of yours? So what are we trying to be? We are giving an introduction. Second, we are seeking a permission. Right? So that is the politeness. Which is very, very important while we are speaking over phone. And when I talk speaking over phone, what I mean, I only mean professional calls, right? Suppose somebody asks for an information and I have to look for it and then give the information. I have to put that person on hold. So I need to tell him or her that just give me 2 minutes. By the time I get the information sorted, and in the meantime, please allow me to keep you on hold or to put you on hold. Am I clear, my dear friends? So when it is putting things on hold, it is a business call. You have to call someone and ask. Okay, it is a business call. I'm giving you a very small example. Professional call. Your teacher has given you a project. You have done certain things of the project, and then you are calling back the teacher and telling him or her that, okay, this is what I have done. So what will you do then? You will prepare that what are the points that you are going to tell the person. What are the points that you are going to tell the person? Nahi to what happens, we tend up saying so many things. The most important things gets missed out. We miss out the most important thing, right? So that is why it is important for us, right? Make sure that about the project that you are talking, you actually know what is it all about. Control the conversation. Yes, when you are speaking, when you are the caller or you are the receiver, in both the cases, you got to control the conversation, that you cannot keep on talking for hours and hours and hours. You cannot do so, isn't it? So you need to know the very important things that you are going to discuss, right? While leaving the call, जब आप फोन को छोड़ रहे हो, तब आपको क्या बोलना होगा? Is that all you wanted to know? So you are calling me. I'm your teacher. You wanted to know about the spoken English class, that SKD University is conducting for you. So after the call is over, I ask you, is that all, Gagandeep, that you wanted to know? In that case, thank you so much for calling. I am a receiver, a teacher. You, Gagandeep, is calling me with some query. So this is how I finish. Gagandeep as a caller. Ma'am, thank you so much for your time. I really wanted to have this information and thanks for providing me the same. कंक्लूड करना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. नहीं तो कभी कभी ऐसा होता है ना, आप फोन रखो उसके बाद फोन आता है, अच्छा फोन क्या कट गया था या तुम्हारी बातें खत्म हो गई थी. ऑफिशियल कॉल में ये चीज होना ज्यादा ठीक नहीं है, ज्यादा ठीक नहीं है, because you know, you do not, you're not making a, yes, thanks for giving your time, absolutely, you're not making a personal call there. In case something, your boss calls you up and he or she needs something very important, something which requires a little bit of time for you, right? Your geography teacher calls you and asks for the project problems that you have faced, and you really do not have things ready with you. So what do? You tell that person that, ma'am, I'm not in a situation where I can give you all the details. Can you please give me 15 minutes time and I'll call you back. जो situation है उसको explain करो. Because you cannot put someone on hold for 10 to 15 minutes, not even for 5 minutes. The other person will not have any clue. Then silence, you know, मैंने पढ़ाया था आप लोगों को, if you remember, that silence becomes a mode of communication. In that case, silence would become a mode of communication, and you might have to call up again or face a misunderstanding, so on and so forth. है ना? So if you think that the waiting time is very long, then yes, Himanshi, absolutely. Everybody, please read Himanshi's comment. I will say that, ma'am, I need some time to prepare about it. Can you give me some time for it? Absolutely. Right? So this is what we got to do. I am having a problem, you know, with the light today. It's some problem going on, so the light is fluctuating very much. That's why perhaps the visual is not very clear today, but I think my audio is clear, and we are doing telephonic calls, so audio is more than important. Okay, so this is important. Don't put जैसे, you know, अगर आप बैंक के call centers में call करोगे, so they will keep on hold for so long that most of the time what we do, we disconnect the call. Most of the time what we do, we disconnect the call, है ना? ऐसा हम लोग करते हैं ना, वो म्यूजिक सुनाते ही जाते हैं. How long you can listen to that music? So if that is the case with you, you say that I will get back to you. Please allow me some time. Right? If you have to do something and inform a person and you are not being able to do that, then what happens? Apologize. Tell what is the situation. And then only the other person will understand it. And at the same time will give value. That will give. I have done many times, Himanshi. Oh yeah, I also do. I mean, if somebody keeps me on hold for long, I disconnect. Monica Vishnu is saying yes, right? And when somebody is asking for some information, you know, or you are providing some information, it is very, very important to make a list. Okay? And the other thing is, make sure that the handset that you are using is a proper handset. So that is what we need to understand when it comes to telephone etiquette. It's very very important to have the right telephone etiquette. और एक बात मैं आपको बताऊं, ये मोबाइल एटिकेट में आता है, बट आई वांट टू टेल यू दैट while choosing your mobile ringtones and और एक क्या बोलते हैं उसको, जिसको हम लोग फोन करने के बाद कॉलर ट्यून, राइट, ringtones and caller tunes, please show your sense of aesthetics. Please show your sense of aesthetics. How your choice, एकदम ढंग 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 करके कोई म्यूजिक बजेगा in a hall where you are sitting with some other people, or in a room where you are sitting with some other people, it is not a very good gesture. It is not a very good way of doing it. At the same time, somebody calling you with a very important information to be given, और वहाँ पे किसी का गजल चलता है, तो किसी का रॉक म्यूजिक चलता है, तो किसी का कविता चलता है. I mean, that is also not the right thing. Only why would you pay extra amount? Why would you pay extra amount to people for unnecessarily? वो सुन के किसी को अच्छा भी नहीं लगता है. At least majority of the people do not like it, and at the same time, it is also important that yes, we should be careful while selecting it. Actually, we should not select it. कॉलर ट्यून तो सिलेक्ट करना ही नहीं चाहिए. अभी मोबाइल वाले आके ना मेरा कनेक्शन डिस्कनेक्ट कर देंगे कि आप हमारे बिजनेस को घटा रहे. बट इन प्रोफेशनल वर्ल्ड दैट डजंट साउंड वेरी गुड, नंबर वन. एंड नंबर टू, योर कॉलर ट्यून शुड बी द जनरल रिंग और अ बिप और जस्ट द वाइब्रेशन. कभी कभी होता है कि वाइब्रेशन इज फाइन वाइल वी आर इन ऑफिस एंड ऑल, लेकिन घर आने के बाद वी फॉरगेट टू put the telephone on ringer and we miss on some of the calls. So if you put the phone on ringer for that convenience, you should put a proper ring. Nothing beyond that. It is very very important, right? I think that is all about telephonic conversation. Yes, normal tune prefer. Absolutely. I think that is all about telephonic conversation. And anything else you can ask me. या इवन आई डोंट लाइक कॉलेज. पहले ना जब मैं छोटी थी तुम लोगों के जैसे, तब मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता था कॉलेज. तो मैं आज ये कल वो लगाती थी. बट एज आई ग्रू अप एंड आई स्टार्टेड अंडरस्टैंडिंग, आई स्टार्टेड वर्किंग, थोड़ा सा मेच्योरिटी आया, तो मुझे पता चला कि नहीं, ये सही बात नहीं है, राइट? तो दैट इज इम्पॉर्टेंट. ओके. Anything else? Anyone? Okay. So tomorrow again, I'll be here with another edition of soft skills, personality development, and communication skills, spoken English. We have done enough of grammar over the time. So I think for the next few classes, I'll be doing a little bit of soft skills, communication skills, and personality development. And then we will move on to grammar again. Is it okay with you, or you want me to do a little bit of grammar again tomorrow? Tell me, you got to tell me. Thank you so much, Himanshi. See, I am here because of you all, right? So you got to tell me what exactly you are looking for. It will help me also, it will help our university also, and it will help you also. So that's all, and that's it from my side today. Thank you so much for attending the session. I'll see you tomorrow on this SKD University's live Facebook page. Do visit the university website to get all the details about the courses they cater to. Thank you so much. Bye-bye and take care.